Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking Friday. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good evening. Thank you for our early birds. A while ago I was testing something and I saw Tom was here already, and of course Jay was here already. Super early birds. First ones in. Hey Thor, glad you could join. Good morning Jay. Thanks for being super early as always. I think you have the window always open, right? Hey Alex, good evening. How goes trucking or hunting? And Scotsman, the ever first. How are you? AP, thank you for joining. Glad you made it, man. You have changed time and now 1 hour later. The DST shift, is it? Hey, Kingslayer. Glad you made it. Just in time. One sec, huh? Trying out something. Can I watch myself? That sounds a bit egoistic. Let me see. There we go. There I am. But can you guys hear it? How do I mute it though? Okay, maybe manually. That's fine. Alright, so thank you for joining. We are in ATS land today. Did you finish today's 8 a.m. habit? Yeah, we have some events on the weekend, so there's actually no 8 a.m. habit today. But I was still slacking off a bit. Anyway. You were here 1 hour ago, and so you now stream at 2. Ah, yes, DST shift indeed. Left turn traffic lights. No, I did not see that tweet. I saw the one where you recommended the Arizona thingy, but not that one. You're playing ATS and watching stream at the same time. That is always a good move. Perfect combo indeed. DX11. Yes, we are going DX11. Thank you for following and welcome to the channel. We are starting ATS now. Sorry for the delay. And bye, Mrs. Clumsy. Let's start it up. It's quite interesting. I can see myself in the iPad. I borrowed Mrs. Clumsy's iPad because I'm nerding out again. There's something new in Explain I found. Not only in Explain but in flight sims, and it's just super cool. And now, okay, there we go. I thought ATS wouldn't start. That would be a bit problematic because I just started it a few minutes ago. Anyway, let me... So, there you go. They have the left turn traffic lights on the poles at the sides of some intersections. Yes, but they had that since the rescale. It's been there a while back. Yes, open beta is out and I'm streaming it already. Could you imagine that? They didn't release it after the stream. But then again, technically speaking, the experimental beta and open beta right now, they're exactly the same version. So the name changed, but nothing really got updated in terms of the last experimental beta. So my client didn't update at all. And we have transcode today. Nice. Okay, cool. So as you guys can see, NaturaLux is now set up. We have most of the mods in here still. The sound mods are here. Krishboom sounds, the truck mods, real company logo. Sound fixes is now compatible with 1.35. So thanks a lot, drive safely. And I remember Scotsman was saying some good things about it. So we'll see how that looks, and maybe you can point out some things as well. You try to run all the red lights so you don't ever have to slow down. So maybe that's why you don't notice it. Yeah, no update for the open beta, but at least it's open beta now. There's something about that, right? So what else is in the mods? Well, I mostly kept most of the stuff in there except the ones which really cause some crashes. So I removed Sipin host traffic density and the real traffic sounds from him. I think those have a bit of conflict today. And we are going ATS today, one because of the open beta shift, but mainly, to be honest, I was planning to go with ETS 2. Actually was talking with Tanto and all that stuff repairing, but in the end, EVR sounds are not yet compatible with 1.35. It's crashing. I hate it. But yeah, it's expected because it's experimental still, so cannot expect mods to work with it. So and I didn't want to drive without EVR's mods. It would be a shame, so went the other route instead. And it's just very timely that open beta was also released. We're Italy waiting for Sardinia to come out. It can come out already if you run the update. Not cringing at bright lights now. Wait, did I miss some stuff? Hey Jack. Yar, glad you joined. How are the dangly bits? Galimim updated most of his truck mods and they show up in the modded truck dealer section. Ooh, interesting. Actually, that's quite a nice implementation by SCS. I think by default that works already. So even if the mods haven't updated yet, it depends on the file structure that they put in the first place. The mod dealer is able to capture many of those already, like the T800, yeah, they're here. Volvo VNL. Jack wasn't feeling well. You shot him last night. Message Fair J. I am not sure. I'm not checking any of the channels. You mean in Discord? Alright, let's go here. So if anyone doesn't know about 1.35 yet, let me know so I can go into the changes, alright? But if there's no one who speaks out, then I'll just drive along because we've had some time to explore 1.35 already. And I have a video on it showing the 1.35 experimental beta features, which is now in the open beta. You can now also buy our own new garages remotely. That's good. Let's try that. Redeems. Didn't get that message. I mean, I didn't understand what you're saying. Can you update me from 1.1? Oh my goodness. So where do you guys want to go? Where do you want to go? We're in Phoenix right now. We've explored Arizona a couple of weeks back. We can go to Oregon and explore more there. We can start in Portland maybe. Work our way south. Meet up in Redding. Or we'll see. But maybe I can try and buy the garage here. See if that works. You want to go to Washington. Well, this is as close as we can get to Washington at the moment. So that's the best I can offer for now. Or before the rescale. Goodness. That'll take a while. Travel. Streamlabs redeems. I see. I didn't. Dang it. Okay, so it doesn't work. I need to have the activity feed from Streamlabs open so I can see that. Dang, that's a shame. Let me open it. Let's log in. Oregon showcase the new road. Sounds good. I'll need to log in. I'm a bit lazy. I won't be logging in today. Maybe you can just tell me over chat if it's something you want me to know, Jay. Thanks for the heads up though. Try Albuquerque, New Mexico. They got crazy new 4-level interchange. Is that the same one in the famous Albuquerque intersection? Didn't they have that already before? So we are going with the Kenworth T800 today. Oh, beautiful sky there. Care of NaturaLux. And we have super smooth frame rates so far. 70% utilization on the GPU. Not too shabby. Telemetry does work. I tested it a while ago. Not sure what went wrong last time, but now the gear numbers are correct again. So if I go first gear, yeah, you guys should see it. Well, maybe if I turn on the engine. Yeah, that works. Alright, so Jay wants me to log in. Blame him. No, that's fine. You more than earned it. Let's log in and see what his message is. And because I have two-factor authentication, I'll have to wait for the token. Krish Boom? I think so. I think so. It's the I-20, I-15 stack interchange. Let's see. Right, so if I open the events, how is your health today? Thank you for that question. Well, voice is still a bit husky, cough is still there, but yeah, it kind of works somehow. There are two redeems. Twitch shout out, Jay. Okay, check out Jay's channel. That's him there. Click his name, and then you can get a link to the Twitch channel. Or you can just share your URL, Jay. That might be easier for the folks, right? Thank you for the redemption. Well, what it says here is Twitch shout out. Twitch shout out Jay Setic, it says here in my window. Okay, let's go and pick up our trailer first. Man, this is still my favorite truck so far in ATS. I did change the engine though, changed it to a cat engine. Not a deer engine, not a dog engine. Might be a bit difficult now. Twitch channel shout out on social media. Alright. Then I'll do it later. You can just remind me on Discord. One sec. Man, I'm loving how smooth the game is. The game has never felt this smooth. And this is with max settings, everything. Render distance, mirror distance, 400% scaling, MLAA, the works. And this is with a GTX 1070 and a Ryzen 5 1600. I can't even see the trailer. There we go. Just need a bit of push. Yes. You're always happy to do that, right? Thank you for redeeming your points. Man, that looks good. That looks so good. It feels so smooth. Love it. And I'm so happy that it works out of the box with 1.35. No additional modifications needed. Well, that might not be completely true. The cabin accessories, I had to change the manifest file because it was strictly for 1.34 initially. How many horses does your cat have? 470, I believe. Can we see that here? 475 horsepower. That's a big cat. Yesterday, SCS told that we will have longer dirt roads in Washington. So that's something we should be happy about. I guess so, huh? Means a more bumpy ride, more exciting one. Okay, maybe we can take this route. Where is the new road, guys? If we go to the map here, where is the new road? Is this one of them? 140? No, I don't think so. No. It was somewhere here. It was connecting Bend and Eugene? Was it this one? Oregon 58? Yeah, that's the one. Oregon 58. Thank you. And the one which Tom was saying, I-25 and I-40, right? Is it that one? Yeah, that's an old intersection that came with New Mexico out of the box. So we've traveled that. That's one of my favorite interchanges. Spaghetti-like. Hey, Barry. Thanks for joining, man. How are you? Let's go to Eugene. Let's take Oregon 58. How do you call it, guys? Let's go to the 58. And then there's something more. There are more. The 299 is something new. Yes, that leg there. Connecting Redding and Lakeview, Klamath Falls. Sure thing, Jay. East end of 140 is new too. So this is 140. Ah, that one. Might be. Because that got cut out. West end. This one? Oh, you mean... this one. Connecting Klamath Falls and Medford. So maybe if we can find a job from here to Medford, we can loop around the long way. Yeah, makes sense. Let's see if we can find something. Burns, Ontario, Fresno. We can go to Fresno. Chevron, that's nice. Potassium, 16 tons. And then we can pass through all these other roads. Yeah, that sounds good, and that pays a lot. Yeah, the 299 looks really beautiful. All the different kinds of sceneries just all in one road. It's very nice. Nicely done by SCS. Hey Synth, glad you made it, man. How have you been doing? Thank you for that Clumsy Geek Presents logo, which I actually realized I was blocking with my Clumsy sign. Prime sub thing is not working. Dang it. No worries, Jay. Maybe next time. Thank you for the effort. Chevron is right across the street. That's perfect. Maybe we can fuel up there. Maybe this fuel tank is connected directly to Chevron. That's how they do it over there, right? They have these long pipes which connect from one tank to the other, so they don't have to truck it around. They just use the pipes for easier transport. I have a friend who works for Chevron, so she works at the plant, so she has some like insights on how it works, and it's all interesting stuff. Must see a lot of trucks. You're not eligible for this purchase. Imagine that. Jay not eligible. If Jay's not eligible, who is? Maybe they're jealous you're purchasing everything off Steam. Mumbai subbed. OMG, that looks beautiful. That is really something else. So I tried Vatsim again a while ago. It was an utter failure. I hesitated. I hesitated for 30 minutes or so. And when I was ready to message the controller, known bug with the texturing. Textures are still a bit finicky with some of the models. When I was ready to message the controller, I looked at the time and I was like, oh man, it's stream time already. So it did not go very well. A high dollar paint job. That's what we call it nowadays. Yeah, one of those shiny things. I remember with that kind of paint job, I remember the 5110. During the time when cell phones first started being famous, and Nokia was still the leader of the game, they released the 5110, very iconic, super durable phone, and it came with so many different casings. And one of the casings looked like that. Like, we call it chameleon because it changed depending on how the light shone on it. Like, so it looked exactly like that. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's purple. Like a TVR. What's a TVR? Let's take that job. 52,000. Wow, look at this. This one goes all the way to Arizona. Should we take that, guys? Do you guys want a long trip today? Do you think we can finish that? Or do you want something longer? That one. That might work actually. And we can go pass through Nevada as well. We can pass through all the states in one go. Oregon, Nevada, California, Arizona, New Mexico. That's what she said. Take the longer one. I'm okay to take this one, but I'm not sure if we can finish it. And it's urgent. I don't want the urgent one. Gallup is fine. But yeah, I don't like the urgent one. So if we take that, Salem, Eugene, that's 58, right? And then we can go take the longer route to Medford, pass by Hornbrook, pass by 299. Oh my goodness, all roads in one go. I love it. Let's do it. The car paint bug a mod conflict. Hey Nick, I don't think so. I think it's an acknowledged bug on SCS's side. Yeah, open beta bug. Thank you, Alex. Alright, so let's pick up the trailer and then let's get started. Someone's actually honking at me. Dupont had a paint out like that. Chroma base. Is that from a different... I don't get the reference. It might be my ignorance in pop culture. Or is that a generation gap thing? Not saying anything. Take to Fresno. Okay, let's plan the route once I pick up the load. That's interesting. What are we picking up? Potassium. But the potassium is in tanks already. So we can actually use our box trailer for it. It's nice. DuPont Paint Company actually had the car paint out like that. Oh, really? It's called Chroma Base? Okay. Alright. Goodness. And when was this? Was this back in the 80s? Or is still out till today? Does anyone want a paint job like that? It was very, very expensive. Hey King D, welcome to the stream. Do you have a question? Back in the 90s, okay. So I don't have an excuse. That was my era already. Well, maybe it's a geographical thing, right? No, that is not a very sharp bend. No, but it's still around. Wow. That is not a very good turn. If we can look at our reverse mirror, which absolutely does nothing. I'm guessing we're going to hit that pole anytime soon. Looks like Barney threw up on all the cars. Would be an accurate description right there. Okay, so I'm turning out too much here. And I think I'm hitting my hood in front. And now I am actually... Hey, Road Trucker, happy birthday, man. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. How are you doing? What do you have planned for today? Have you received any gifts? Sorry for the barrage of questions. I'm happy for you. How old are you now, if you don't mind? Gallup is fine too. Great. When is Washington coming out? Yes, what Alex said. So SCS likes to do it that way. They usually like to release something, a map DLC, together with a new version. So usually when a new version releases, like 1.35, couple of weeks after they release Washington. But if I get any news, for sure I will let you guys know. Okay, it's a done deal. But yes, for so far I don't have any news yet. But then, to be fair, I'm not really part of the inner circle, so I don't have the latest news. But yeah, goodness, this is hard. This is harder than I anticipated. But yeah, that's not too bad, huh? It's actually not too bad. Blindside reversing is not very friendly. But I can see more of that mirror now, thanks to the real physical mirrors and new FOV. And I think, I think Kirill also changed the FOV, didn't he? So maybe this is also an effect. That's why it looks more realistic. Still off a bit. One sec. That's what she said. Which one now? Sure, home, you'll drop by. Ah, okay. No worries. No worries, man. Thanks, Heroic. Aha, there we go. I think I'll be using Mrs. Clumsy's iPad more and more now. I'm basically hoarding it already. I'll be using it for my streams as the preview monitor, and I also have a new use for it. It's for X-Plane. I'll tell you about it later. But let's focus on trucking first. A lot harder than I anticipated. Goodness, fell right into that one. Big question is, when is Utah coming out? Yeah, that's a very good question. I wonder if they'll release it both in one go. Oh, that will be something, wouldn't it? Kirill has changed the mirror FOV. Close mirror 32.5, far mirror 32.5. I'm not sure if this is also affecting. Is this also affecting, what do you say? Real physical mirrors? I guess so. Why is there a rest area in the middle of Washington? They probably cut that out from an existing map, pasted that there. Sort of like a scratch pad thing, and forgot to delete it. Unless they purposely left those out. Yeah, look at that. Left out borders and stuff. How about in Utah? Do we see something like that? Yeah, we have a gas station in Utah. And also a border. We should fly in and have a look. Sounds good to me. There's so many bits of Utah in the beta. Okay, let's have a look at this. See if that's a hidden road or just something that was left out. I'm glad they have nowhere else to move but east now in ATS. That's true. Yeah, that is true. So they've filled out the west area, and yeah, they can flesh out the east now. Wherever they go, it's going to be awesome. And actually I'm very excited about Utah because that makes the whole map more squarish. That means you have more choices when going somewhere. Right now it's a bit of a L-shaped thing, so there's only like one path. Okay, anyway, let's go and do this. Let's pass by Eugene. Pass by the new road, 58, this one. Go south. And then we take the 140. No. Take the 58. Turn right to 140. That's the new road to Medford. Pass by Hornbrook. Turn left at the intersection before Redding. No. Even before that, because we want to take the 299, and that will take us through all the new roads in 1.35, at least in this area, right? And from there we can just follow the GPS, and we can pass by Vegas as well, and that's one of the notorious places when it comes to FPS. And Gallup, I heard, is quite notorious as well. So we're passing through all the tests now in this strip. We'll see how it goes. And I'm in a modded truck. I'm in a modded profile, heavily modded profile, so this is the real test right here. Or maybe later, if you have time, I don't think we will, but if we have time, we can try and load one of Frank Peru's models and see how the performance is. If DirectX 11 can still ride along with that. How is promos for ATS? It's in progress, but I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. But it's good that it's been announced. So I really wanted to enable the Clumsy add-ons. Rohan showed some of them, like there is a CG logo at the back of the truck, and there's a CG hanging logo, and there's a CG mug. But it's not compatible. Actually, I can show you. Yes. And let's fly to Washington first. So what I'll do, let's go to a truck stop. My goodness, that's a very long way around, huh? Okay, maybe not that. Let's just pass by here. Maybe by Salem we can find something. No, there is nothing in Salem. Eugene? There we go. Okay, perfect. In Eugene, let's pass by the mechanic. We'll have a look at the cabin accessories. Okay. After Washington State, next state will be Utah, then Idaho. That's that's the plan. Have you been around the Carson City bypass yet? Oh, not yet. Do you mean the new bypass that will allow you to skip Vegas altogether? So you don't have to pass by Vegas if you're just passing through. It sounded a bit redundant, but you get what I mean. Okay, let's have a look. That's the Washington Bridge. Well, I'm not sure what you call it, but that's the bridge from the movie, right? Hey, Tromel, thank you for 5 months, man. Welcome back, Project Tromel. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. So apparently it works with Twitch Prime, just doesn't work for Jay. I think Twitch hates you, Jay. GG, man. GG. Oh, look at this. Did I just see... Is that the famous volcano? I saw something out of the horizon. But the mountain textures here look very good, huh? Is that the rest area? Oh my goodness. There's actually a viewing thing here. Let's see. Extra terrestrial highway. Is that it? Is that the volcano? Mount... What do you call it again, guys? Mount Wilson? I don't know. Let's take a photo of that. Mount St Helens, that's the one. Mount St Helens, thank you. Is the HD quality on? Well, let's just take a photo. Oh crap. What's happening? I was not sure what was happening. Something changed. Aha! There we go. Maybe it was just bugged a while ago. Thank you for 16 months, Jay. 16 months. Thank you for the constant support. And the perfect attendance, you could say. More than perfect, actually. But my goodness, this looks good, doesn't it? It's not shown in the map, but there's so much content here already. I mean, that looks like a full picture. Trust is excited by the mountain. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So it looks like this is an intended thing. I don't know. Ah, this is what the... okay, I see. This is the photo from... Was it Silver who shared it? Yeah, he shared a photo of this one, and I was wondering where he got it from. Now we know. It's actually a Greyhound bus here. Yeah, that's where we took the shot. That looks really good. Although if you look really hard at the mountain, it's a bit low res. But if you just place it in your peripheral... Is that how you say it? Peripheral? Kind of makes sense. Let's take another photo and we'll be back on the road. It works, it works. Thanks a lot, Jay. There's the GG sign. The CG sign, rather. Warning, petroleum pipeline. Welcome back to the subbed world. iPair phone. Are they? With the one with the ones doing the selfie with the selfie stick. Let me try to float gears here. Ouch. Had it even before subbing. You use the emote for... Oh yeah, that's true. How is that? Okay. Only Twitch can explain Twitch, I guess. iFruit 10. Maybe. Should we go no GPS challenge? So I present you the options, okay? Option 1, we drive with the GPS like what we're doing now. And that means we will be sure that we will get to pass through all the new roads. Or option 2, we turn off GPS. We try to play it by visual approach. The risk is we might miss some of the new roads, especially if the signage isn't accurate. But we'll get a no GPS experience. So which do you guys like better? Option 1 or 2? Wow, lots of chroma thingies today. Absolutely lots of them. J-Bro Twitch, that's the one. Option 3. Goodness. Option 3 is hanging out by the Dangly Bits Lake. Option 1, okay. Looks like option 1 so far. What is JCT? Does that mean junction? 405 junction? Option 1, option 3. Option 3 is quit ATS and go with explain instead. That will be the boo option. Junction, thank you. Looks like we'll need to take some photos later on. I have another proposition for you. Are you more in the mood for sightseeing? Or would you like a view of the mini console, which would mean there would be some text on the upper left? It will be a less scenic, but you'll be able to see my FPS, triangle count, and all that stuff. Which one would you prefer? With or without the mini console? Sorry. How to put up a Twitch poll. Yeah, I can actually do that also with Nightbot, but I'm just lazy. I mean, we're not like hundreds of us, so it's easy to see. It's easy to see the votes. Oh, look at that! Yeah, I like that. How do you call that? Stacking bridge. Phew. That looks amazing. Remove the blur. And shot. Lovely. Let's bring it up a little because I would like to have a thumbnail shot. You mean you don't have any trust in my navigation skills? Yeah, takes too much time. Mini console is fine, no mini con. Okay. A bit torn with the voting there. So far 1-1. Yes. I'm super excited about it, Barry. I've been in touch with the... Actually, I'm not sure from where he's from. I guess he's the publisher. I think he's... Oh, sorry. I might miss the name. Tom? I'm in touch with him, and hopefully I can get a bit of an early access to show the DLC. Maybe a week before it comes out. So hopefully, I don't know, next week I would have access. We'll see. But I'll make a video on it if ever. Oh man, I love all these intertwining roads like this one. 5 south, stay left. More left. Use i7 6800K and an MSI 1080. Nice. How is that compared to my spec? You actually have a more powerful PC, I think. Because I only have a 1070 and I have a Ryzen 5 1600. So maybe I do better in multitasking. Although, maybe not even. Oh, look at that cable car. Wasn't it AP who was asking about the cable car? Why the heck are you guys stopping so slow? 12 miles per hour on an interstate. What the heck? That's option 5. There you go. 5 south sign. Love it. The new update from Soundfixes isn't working on here. Ah. What is the new update? Which specific sounds are you looking for, Scotsman? Maybe it's with the truck, I don't know. Maybe this truck specifies all the common sounds. Ah, 1.34 only. Okay, thanks Alex. AI is still doing weird stuff. I heard that the AI is getting like reverse behavior sometimes. Stopping on green and going on red or something like that. It was you. Introducing the grey matter. Goodness. Whoa. Encoding overload. That's bad. Max utilization on GPU. It just went up. Don't know why. So you guys might be lagging here. Hopefully this will calm down soon enough. Yeah, now it's the GPU which is the bottleneck. All my threads are working evenly. Love it. It's beautiful. Oh, crap. You may introduce a 1.35 update this weekend. Yeah, I find it... wow, look at that. Super slow. Even my game was super slow there. That was not only the stream. That was a bit weird. And now it's smooth again. That was weird because I saw in the update to sound fixes, if you look at the info screen, it says compatible with 1.35. But maybe he just made it compatible, but the features aren't fully implemented yet, huh? Corrected soundproofing and interior view of truck. The interior sound volume is 0.16. Wow, 0.16. That's very low, huh? Read on tire and wind sound to be more accurate with what you hear in the truck cabin. Read on default AI truck and bus traffic sound. Sound for tire stick, blinker off stick. Nice. And light switch from changelog. I see. Looking at my utilization here. Okay, it does shot up to 90, 100% sometimes. My GPU load. So it's still not super smooth all the way. I guess I'll have to tone down the settings a bit. I cannot go all bananas. It might be the render distance actually. I can reduce the render distance for the mirrors. That will actually probably be more than enough. Let's try to observe it more, if it goes down even more. But yeah, I'm guessing that has a huge factor in it, because that makes the number of objects increase by, I don't know, depending on the number of objects in there initially. The update for sound fixes for ATS has been published before the major one came out. What do you mean? You mean is compatible with 1.35, but it doesn't have the new sounds yet. That's the ATS version. So the new sounds are only from ATS 2. Loving that shake brake. What is this? Ah, okay. We're stopping by Eugene, I think. How much is the FPS now? Well, I don't know. I don't have the minicon on. So are you guys okay with turning on the minicon? Okay, we have 2 volts for minicon now. One sec, let me just see where I'm going. Is this where I should be? This is quite confusing. I hope it's right. Okay, minicon, thank you. Hello. $60 FPS. Dropping a bit though, not consistently 60. 55, 54. Once we enter Eugene, let's see how that drops. You're actually getting 0 benefit from the X11. How is that possible? You're not getting the performance improvements? Man. There we go. Now it's lowering down. 48. No performance improvements for you. Goodness. I wonder why that is. Look at all that flickering in the distance. That's what the other people hate. I'm not so particular about it, but yeah, it does. You do tend to notice these things a bit. Ah, yeah, maybe the 4K. Maybe. Could be, not really sure. So take a good look at the triangle count. It's currently at 3 million. Once I lower mirror distance, that will definitely change. That's the protected left turn Tom was talking about. It's one of those. But you have been able to set DirectX 11 in the R device, Alex, and it doesn't like go back or anything. And you're using like the desktop shortcut to run ATS. Whoa! These guys must be so happy to see me. Jumping for joy. DirectX 11 is working. Okay, that's weird. And this is weird. Why am I stuck? Did I actually hit something? Maybe there's an invisible wall? Jump around, jump around. That's all good. It's just uphill. There you go. Alright, so let's do a bit of experiment here. The FPS is around 50, 51. Triangle count is around 3.4, 3.5 million. I'll turn down the mirror distance and let's see how that changes things. This shouldn't need a restart or anything like that. Mirror distance, set that to medium. But everything else is still maxed out. One sec. Should not be full screen. Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. And now look at that. Triangle count has gone down from 3.5 million down to 2.1 million. That's like, I don't know, almost cut in half. And now I'm at 60 FPS. So it's a huge performance drain. That mirror distance, which you don't really see so much anyway. An invisible Cape Buffalo. Were you guys able to hunt that? That's a bunch and a half. Yeah, huge, right? So yeah, I think we'll stick to medium mirror distance. It's the cam in the dashboard. It might be, yeah, because it's always enabled. It's like a right mirror, but it's always enabled. Normally they kind of stop the rendering there, right? When you're looking in front and not seeing the right mirror, normally they stop rendering the right mirror. But in this case, it's always on. That's why it's a bit more in terms of performance. Makes sense. Let's stay away from this rowdy gang here. I can turn off anti-aliasing, but don't think we need it. And it will refresh. It will refresh the graphics, and I might lose the OBS. You might not see the screen anymore. It gets buggy sometimes when I play with the graphic settings in that way, so I don't want to tinker with it while streaming. It happened once when I was recording the experimental beta video, so I learned from that. Crazy AI paints, they're like rolling chrome mirrors. Maybe they were testing something out. That's a good catch, Jay. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, it's a lot smoother now. It's a lot smoother now. Sorry. Goldfish memory at work. Thank you for reminding me, Jack. Yeah, you were wondering if it was affecting the FPS. Ah, yeah. Good point. More reflections, more stuff to render. It might, yeah. Could be. So we might actually... Oh, yeah. Might actually get worse FPS because of those. That's true. Dang it, I thought I cleared it. So not everything is in there. What do you mean? Which problem, Jay? Compatibility update for 1.35. Oh, you said something, Scotsman. Wait, let me catch up. Sounds for some version 19.1. Ah, okay. Some silenced AI trucks and trains. Okay, yeah, that might be where the bugs are. Because they changed something in the sound settings, I think. And it's not documented. That's why it's causing EVR's sounds to crash. Cam in the dashboard problem. Might be, yeah. And I could turn it off. We can see if it changes anything. I think it's F2. One sec, let's try. Okay, let's do this experiment. We have 2.1 million triangles right now. If I press F2, not that one. Oh yeah, look at that. From 2.1 it became 1.9. So it does also help a bit. And you can imagine if it's a high FPS how do you say, high rendering distance for the mirrors, then it will slow down even more. So if you want performance, then we'll have to disable that. Let's see. There is a mirror with the no rear cam. So we go paint standard. And then we go inside. We remove that thing. There you go. That should work. And now we go. Now I had to modify the definition files a bit in the NaturaLux accessories. So it's here, but there's a bit of a bug, and I'm not sure why. there is a missing texture on that thing. It might be a look at that. Convert from HMD is currently not supported for interior camera. Is that why that's red? But yeah, that's one of those missing texture thingies. If you could live with that red thing there, we could keep the CG logo in. But I don't know. It might be a bit standing out. I don't think we'll keep it. You like red? Even that red? It was so good, yes. We watched it for the second time last weekend. And it was even better than the first time. Super cool. Let's go with the GPS instead. What we can do is we can put some accessories in here. At least put a mug in. That one is compatible with NaturaLux. NL. So we can get all the kinds of mugs. Let's get a Clumsy and a NaturaLux default. Oh, that's a huge one. How about that one? I think that's nice. Where else? We cannot put in the thing at the back. There's no slot for it. That would have been nice, the CG sign. There is stuff here. Nah, not really. Okay. I think we're good. That's the best I can offer for now. Works for you, red thing is not a problem. Yes, it's called NaturaLux now. But yes, I have it enabled. Okay, let's go with that then if you guys are okay with it. Alright. Let's see. Maybe I'll get used to it. Foggy weather! Are you trucking, Scotsman? There we go. CG all the way. Even from outside you can see the red. Alright, on with our journey. Missing texture OCD. If I look below, it wouldn't be a problem. One sec, huh? I'm looking at the triangle count, 2.1. 2.5, that's with the mirror open. 2.1, okay, that's with everything off. Yeah, because I think I also have to remove the rear cam mod from the mods list in the first place, so that it would always be, you can never turn it on like that. Okay, let's proceed. Hey Sparkso, welcome back. How are you doing? Are you ready for the weekend? And I can't wait for the weekend. And I cannot wait to fly. So yeah, I bought something again for Explain. And this time it's a subscription thingy. It's called Navigraph. I think I will actually buy the annual membership, something like that. But for now I tried only the monthly membership, monthly subscription. It gives access to like all the charts available in the real world for the airports, regardless if it's in the US or outside. And there's so many features. It's so good. It's integrated with Explain, has the moving maps functionality, even has like an app for the iOS and Android, so I can study charts so even when I'm out of the house. How nerdy, right? But I love it. So I think I'll keep it. And I have a video coming out on Sunday, a full flight which features Navigraph. Hope you guys will enjoy. Yes, flight sim is very expensive. It's actually simulating very well the expense you would get if you were flying for real, right? Just on a very small scale. So in that way, it's actually pretty accurate. I mean, in the real world, they would subscribe to like 4Flight or something. So it would... What the heck? It would not be going anyway. Still getting an overload on my GPU sometimes. Even though I'm 60 FPS, you guys might be encountering some lag in the stream. It's a bit weird. Ew, that red thing I can watch. Sat through the green and went on red, not on purpose. When it was green, I was trying to accelerate, but the truck was so heavy I couldn't accelerate on first gear. And by the time I switched to low gear, it went to red already, but I did not want to wait one more time. Thank you for following and welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hi so we can all greet you and give you a proper welcome. Don't see lag at the moment, that's good to hear. So maybe it's an encoding overload, but just a very slight overload. Not enough to notice. YYZ is where? STL is where? What do you mean, Sparksaw? Yes, but the expenses in Flight Sim, I'm happy to incur them because they improve the experience so much. It's, I don't know, it's so good. I really love it. And I wish the trucking world is as developed as the aviation world in simming, in Flight Sim. Because it's just so, there's an entire community all across the world that has so many plugins, so many add-ons, so many mods, so many immersive elements in there. And if trucking could get even an inkling of that level of immersion, we would all be even happier with it. You guys see there's a Clumsy trucking trailer right there. Hey Karasuma, welcome to the channel. Thank you for following. Appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Airport codes. Oh, I don't know. I don't memorize them. And it's raining, but this truck does not have the wiper settings yet, so it's only a 1 and 0 thing. So it's only fast or stopped. But at least it's working. And it's raining, that means lower FPS, even lower FPS. And I'm starting to get frame drops now. It's not AAA, unlike X-Plane. I think, yeah, it's not only the game, it's the actual, how do you say, the world of trucking is not as big as the world of flying in terms of the simulation. Maybe it's because it's in early stages, but Flight Sim has been around for so long. And maybe more people are into flying than trucking. I don't know. I don't know why, but maybe. Glad they are in AAA. They may have taken a different development route. That's true. Yes, the way they're doing now, I think, is the best approach. I have no complaints at all. 58 East. We're now on the new road, guys. I just wish the trucking world was bigger. But I think if they're able to, how do you say, unlock scripting, it will add so much more, because it will unlock the path to more mods, more kinds of mods, and more hardcore modding to take place. And that might improve even more the community, expand the community. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Trumel got it? Nice. Set the FPS to 60 in NVIDIA Inspector. I don't have NVIDIA Inspector set up at the moment. Yeah, and I don't think I need it. I think it sometimes goes through 61, 63, but shouldn't be enough to cause that GPU overload all throughout. And I don't want to tinker with the inspector as much as possible now, because it's proven to be very incompatible whenever SCS does an update. So I try to stay away from it now. If I can manage it, I will stick to the default graphics settings, in-game graphics settings. But if there's something that's really performance game-changing, then I will gladly do so. But it's like, if it's like a marginal improvement, I probably won't make the extra effort. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I think it was useful when Vsync was not working, but it's always been working for me because I always play in windowed mode anyway. So Vsync is automatic. Yeah, your mileage may vary. Are you also playing in windowed mode? Man, it's a shame it's raining. You cannot see the beauty of this place. Some lake views and all that stuff. 58 East. Yeah. Just for this beta. Set frame rate to 60. Okay, if I get not lazy enough, just cheat and make it extra sunny, and then you guys will tell me I'm a cheater. I know the deal now. I won't fall for that again. But yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd rather have sunny weather anyway. One sec. Let's have a look at the map, how far we've gone. Yeah, we're halfway through. So halfway with bad weather, halfway with good weather. Should be a good test. There we go. Perfect. Cheater! I did not see that one coming. Cheater! Ouch, ouch. Man, this is heavy. How heavy is this anyway? 16 tons. Way to plug that in. There we go. Better FPS now. 16 tons. Not that heavy. Although it's short tons, so that's what? 32,000 pounds? Did I correct? Did I convert that right? I still get confused with these units. That looks cozy. This cabin over there. 32,000 pounds. Nice. Yeah, that sounds heavy. It's like 3 times the plane I'm flying. 3 planes in here. Carrying your left leg. Thank you for following. Welcome. If you don't mind, you can participate in the chat, just say hi or something so we can greet you. Regular tons is British, I think, and it's a different conversion. Let's take a photo here. Failed to register water level for item. Wow, lots of errors. It's like one of you. Hola! Thank you for the follow. Worst gamer ever. Favorite game. Welcome to the club. Right, let's try it out. Wow, that's laggy. That's like input lag right there. Okay, now it's good. Is that this one of the new skies? That looks beautiful. Goodness. The pole is kind of ruining the moment. But I think we can find a way through here somehow. Let's take a shot like that. I hope it doesn't include the minicon when I screenshot. It's a Dmitry T800, yeah. Good catch. I like it. It has a lot of fancy bells and whistles. My goodness, that looks beautiful. Looks like a freshwater lake as well. The color. It's a bit too wide, I think. Let me just check the screenshots to see if it has the minicon in there. It does have the screen. It does have the minicon. Dang it. Okay, let's go back. I have to turn off the minicon. This in the Mac Anthem. Ooh, yeah. Saw Peterbilt the other day. Oh, really? Is that even legal? Also, there seems to have something that changed here. Not sure if it's using the right texture now. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? That looks really good. For close areas. Let's go with that. Okay, good to go. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, let's continue. You guys want the minicon on again? You probably are lagging because my GPU is overloading. Wow. Performance is not as good as before. A lot more load on the GPU. I think I might just turn off MLAA, like what AP said. But that might make us lose the video, so I'm a bit scared. You mean now, Jay? It will have to stop the stream and everything download. I'll try it offline. You will guide me. So I can leave the game running and enable that, and it will take into effect immediately. That's how it works. Oh, you have to restart it. Okay. So do you have to quit it first? Are you guys okay with that? Do you want to try it out? Let's get the consensus of everyone first. If we get 2 more yeses, I'll go with it. Not sure what's wrong, but the game is running smooth for you. It was also running smooth for me. Now, semi-smooth. Ah, you mean... okay, I see. Yeah. You mean for me as well. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It might not be 60. It's not that bad. It does get laggy sometimes, a few seconds at a time. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we got 2. Let's do that then. Let's go and stop by the side of the road here. And then we'll see if this improves things. Now, the thing is... how do we weigh... How do we measure that it's better indeed, and not just because there are fewer objects? Let's try it. Let's go stop by the side of the road here. Let's get the triangle count. So right now it's 60 frames, 1.9, 2 million triangles, 2.1, around that range. And my GPU is overloading. Okay, let's actually... your GPU usage will be lower. Okay, let's try that. I should have NVIDIA Profile Inspector here. Let me go to ATS, which do I still have it? Which field should I look at? American Truck Sim, amtrucks.exe, okay. Linked in Discord. Yeah, I already have the software. Which field would I need? Let me see. Frame rate limiter. Okay, I saw it. 60 FPS. Alright, let's apply it. And that's done. And let me go inside again. Check if it's still active. American Truck Sim. Okay, 60 FPS is set. Alright, let's try it again. Let's give it a go. You reset track IR. Sometimes it likes to mess up with things. Yes, ATS. We are in Switzerland. No wonder. No wonder it took longer. Okay, FFB. Let's try it. Hey, Mischief. Glad you made it, man. How are you? We can turn off MLA as well, but after this one, let's do one change at a time to measure the perf improvements per item. Alright, so we should get a similar number of triangle count. Right now it's lower, 1.7. Before it was 2.1. And that's probably because the traffic is longer here. Yeah, because it respawned. So once we get 2.1 again, we should probably get somewhere along the same lines, and then we can see the FPS, because a while ago it was like, I don't know, 53 FPS, so maybe it's smoother this time. Start by the steam engine. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there we go. 2.3 million. Getting a few frame drops. Still getting that overload on the GPU. I don't think anything has changed so far. 96% GPU load. Yeah, maybe it doesn't work on my system. What is the telemetry app that you're using at the bottom left? It's using the ATS telemetry, but it's a private skin that I modeled for the overlay for the stream. One sec. Welcome back, Roic. Yeah, GPU is still overloading. I think it's just really too much load in here. So let's turn that off. Not sure how this will affect the stream, but let's do it. There you go, you can still see it. Let us go drive. 2.1 million objects, still 60 FPS, and now GPU load is down to 76% now. Yeah, that's significant improvement. That has a significant improvement right there. Good. Alright, we are headed to New Mexico. We have a long way to go. We're still in Oregon, I think. Yeah, the MLAA was causing most of the problems. MLAA and scaling, they are a bit they are very power sensitive, power hungry. Just a little trip. You should be able to see how long it still is and how long it should take. I have something weird in my force feedback. One sec. It resets normally because of the... When you change graphic settings, the force feedback plugin doesn't work anymore. But I do feel a force feedback in here, which is weird. Let me double check that the force feedback is off. It is off here, but there is still something strange. SDK reload to reload the all the plugins. So that should reload the telemetry. There we go. Now my force feedback is fixed. Oh, that looks so cool. Tub City, Chrome indeed. No wonder they're everywhere. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, much smoother now. Thanks, guys. SDK reload, SDK space reload. So when you lose your force feedback, when something goes wrong with your plugins, the things that you put in your plugins folder, you can do that to refresh them. SDK, Sierra Delta Kilo. And that feels good. That feels much better. Goodness, that is silky smooth right there. Love it. Although there's no traffic anymore. Well, we'll see. Stars hype. Native American jewelry. Oh, maybe we can talk about that. But let's talk about this first. Have you guys heard about the bug they say with the dashboard font? I haven't really seen it. Okay, let's pass by this thing. Sierra Delta Kilo, holding short runway 27 left. bypassing the taxiway. G traffic too. No, I don't like to. I don't like to. Thank you. I'm happy to stick with this one. Off-roading. Best way station entrance ever. Sometimes you have to what is the word? Not innovate. I slipped my tongue. You do what you gotta do. Exactly. That's the one. You have a strong cat, indeed. Is this one way? It's two way. Improvise, that's the word. Improvise. Exactly. Thanks, Thor. Shortcut is way better. Look at that red thing. Shining through like a beacon. We'll have to stop by soon, so we get to see more of the nice landscapes. Ew, red thing. React and adapt. Can't watch. Unsub, unfollow, block. Where's the fuel gauge here? Fuel gauge is still full. Okay, that's fine. That's what she said. I don't. Yeah, I use OBS Studio. I'm more at home with it. I guess mainly because I set up with it first and just don't want to switch over fully. Loves. Doesn't have the purple texture anymore, looks like. Let's observe. Truck entry. Okay, thank you. 3 trucks coming out. What are those 3? All in ATS? That would be cool. Rest area, there you go. Yeah, okay, so I tested the MLAA just for the sake of DirectX 11. But yeah, so it's still not like perfect. I heard some folks though who were using not the NVIDIA Profile Inspector but just the NVIDIA control panel to set the to override the anti-aliasing using a different setting. I don't think it works currently with DirectX 11, but they were using it before for 1.34, and I think it was doing a much better job than using the in-game anti-aliasing. Max Starliner and Fuso. Tesla, yeah, might be. Rowan struck. International Freightliner and Max, sounds good. International Lone Star should be one. Cool. I wonder when. Spectros is the only one who was the frame limiter. I see. But the AA settings, you can use the control panel. Might have a look at that soon. Because yeah, there's still a bit of flickering there even at 400% scaling. And yeah, 400% scaling is not really performance friendly. Oh, the purple stuff is still there. P16 still needs to adjust it. There is supposedly a truck dealer in Reading. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it on the map. Maybe we could try now. Welcome back, Scotsman. Truck exit only. Thank you. It's not there. It's hidden. Oh, you really cannot see it yet. Like it's hidden. Not only map hidden. No wonder. 5.81? You? Did you go to the dark side already? Dark side, aka Tesla truck. Okay, I think I think we can get rid of the console now. It's pretty stable now. And GPU load is at 58%. 55. Goodness. It's like half the load. Just turning off anti-aliasing. Has to be Iveco. Nothing else comes close. Chroma van, Chroma SUV. Can I go? Thank you. I'm using Sizzle's trailer pack, yes. I heard it updated it, but I wasn't sure if it's only for ETS2 or also for ATS. But I'm hoping both because I guess it's still loading. Anti-aliasing removes the jagged edges. Like normally you see it mostly in the electric wires on the pole. Even instead of seeing just a smooth diagonal line, you see like a straight line, like how do you say? Instead of getting a diagonal line like that, you get a straight line like that, and then straight line like that. You get what I mean? So it tries to remove those jagged lines and makes them diagonal or look diagonal. And there are so many different technical implementations of anti-aliasing. Some are good, some are bad. Some look good, some look bad. Some are heavy on the performance, some are light. And it really depends on the type. But this one that's built in with TruckSim, MLAA, is a very old technology, a very performance intensive technology, and a very ineffective technology, I think. So it's very bad. In terms of anti-aliasing, it's one of the bad ones. Oh, look at that signage. Beautiful. That is just beautiful. It's very hard. Yeah, exactly. How they implemented it here. Many of the technical guys are really hating it. That's why some have resorted to doing the anti-aliasing outside of the game via the NVIDIA control panel, stuff like that. You have MLAA disabled. Yeah, disable it. It's not worth it. I think many people were mistaking him as a girl, I think. Is that the main reason, AP? Yeah, because initially I thought he was a girl as well. Grace is usually a woman's name. Let's take a photo here. This looks beautiful. Is this new? Where are we anyway? No, it's not. Wait a minute. Why didn't we get routed to that point? The new road. MG. And we're also missing this one. Is that because I restarted and I lost all my waypoints? Well, we'll have to do something about that. We'll have to go around just a bit. NL? Next to inspector, yeah. Yes, U-turn. Agree. But we'll take a photo first. That's a good argument. If foggy weather can change to NL, why can I not? Good point. Oh my goodness, this looks magnificent. Say goodbye to the console. Yeah, that's the one. These poles, if you zoom in on them, if you have like 100% scaling, you'll see the jagged edges. Like on this part here, on this line, you see a few jagged edges there, right? There, that one. So the better the anti-aliasing, the less you see those jagged edges, the more smooth it will be. But sometimes it blurs the picture to the point that it's less crisp. So there are no jagged edges, but it looks blurred. So you have to strike a balance. But my goodness, that's the thumbnail shot right there. That is just, yeah. This is what got me back into the mods in the first place. I was planning on playing vanilla all the way through in open beta. But after seeing your screenshots of NL, yeah, could not resist. Zoom out for this guy. This is yours? This is yours? Oh, this looks so cool. I would love to fly with that kind of sky. This is one of the new ones, just not yours. This looks so good. Hey, Aza, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm zooming out. Super zoomed out. Ah, I see. Yeah, it really is. Beautiful. That is. Climb and maintain. 5,000. How high would this be, guys? What do you think? How many feet is this above ground where we are, the camera is? Is this like, I don't know, 200 feet? 300? More? Drawing distance looks good. It's still popping out there though. Yeah, it's not perfect, but they might have improved it. Have a good one, AP. Catch you on Discord. Has happened more than once. Ah, no worries, man. No worries. Thank you. Now we know. 500 feet. Makes sense. A bit of evasive maneuvers. A bit of, what's the word? Improvisation coming up. Don't hit the pole, please. Don't hit the truck, please. This looks like somewhere Jack and Alex would hunt. They might be crouching over there. Oh, Scotsman. Now that's a long train. That was a nice treat. Didn't even see that those were actually tracks. Very nice. Happy horses. Stand in the corner. Low flying Clumsy. It's a bit bright outside, isn't it? Sun must be really shining here in Singapore. Let me try and turn off the lights. Maybe it will be better. If I can find the switch. Does that look better, guys? Not too overexposed. Or was it better with the lights on? I can like lower the lights instead of turning it off completely. Where did he go? Goodness. Ninja moves. 140 west, exactly, that's where we're going. This has a protected left turn. Yours is Skybox 19 and 26. Nice. Do you think we can make that appear now if I just type it in? Drink. Is that yours? Is that the one? No? Oh man. Must be a different weather then, huh? What kind of factors get put in there, by the way? If you put 19 in, how does it differentiate the different 19 skyboxes? Can you guys let me pass through? Thank you. Oh my, that looks beautiful. There's a time too. Okay, alright. Depends on the time. Ah, I see. So it doesn't depend on the place, like continent, you know, the climate files and stuff like that. Let me open the light again. Let me just maybe tone it down a bit. That one. Maybe the right balance, huh? Too many things. But these two are the main. I see. He's back. Goodness. Man, that looks good. I don't know what makes it look so good, but it just feels so cheerful, this area. Love it. And it's nice to see so much grass again. If you're getting tired of the deserty feel, drop by Oregon. That's what I learned. We're never getting to New Mexico. Alright, Romel. Ah, happy Mother's Day to her in advance. And also happy Mother's Day to everyone's moms. They more than deserve this special day. Have a good one, Tromel. Good luck. Get her a good one. And happy weekend. The Twitch feed on the iPad is a bit finicky sometimes. It's going black screen for like a second and then coming back up. Does it happen also on your end? Or is it only this iPad? So I'm wondering if my feed is cutting off. I mean, I have 0 drop frames, it says, but it's weird. Let me look at the quality. 720p 60. Let's go to the source. We have apparently 22 viewers right now, so thank you for joining us, guys. Now I'm on source. Okay, that might be better. It happens on iPad, I see. Put the iPad in the trash too. I cannot, it's Mrs. Clumsy's. And I just installed Navigraph on it. I'll be studying charts while on the bed. Charts will be putting me to sleep at night. I'm excited. It's so nice to read the charts. So many notes that weren't available in Sky Vector. Like, remember when we were flying in Vatsim? And the air traffic controller was telling me, RNAV to Ronnie. And I was like, what do you mean RNAV? Apparently, there's like a note in the charts which say the normal call of air traffic control before takeoff is they will tell you to RNAV to a specific waypoint. And it says like what that means. So if I had access to those charts beforehand, I wouldn't be as nervous. I wouldn't be as unprepared. And there's new jewelry incoming. Yeah. I think Mrs. Clumsy is eyeing up. She saw this very nice bag and she wants to buy it. I think I'll buy it for her. And I'll get an upgrade in the process. Wink, wink. Yeah, but I don't think the bag will be enough for an upgrade. Sorry, guys. I have to do it. Photo mode for the win. I'm not sure what I'll be upgrading though. I'm for sure waiting for the 3rd gen Ryzen. That's not yet there. But I don't know. Graphics card, hard drive, who knows. I'll definitely get an annual subscription to Navigraph though. I think I've sold it. I'm sold on it. I was telling Mrs. Clumsy about this, so I had some phases, like I go through these phases every time where I like contemplate if I want to buy something, but that phase goes by very, very quickly. So you might have seen on Discord, I posted on the Flight Sim channel that I wanted to buy a Navigraph. And then it took like, I don't know, a few hours, and then I decided. And Mrs. Clumsy was laughing at me. Let me just take a drink here, guys. Because I told her about it. I told her I was deciding, or I was wondering if I should buy it. And even then, she knew already what was going to happen. Like, she says, when you talk a certain way about something, it definitely means you're going to buy it. You might be hesitating, but it's only a matter of time, a very short time. And I'm so happy I did. It's just so good, guys. It's just so immersive. I wish we could get something in Truck Sim like that. This is so cool. 2080 Ti, goodness, that will need a lot of bags. So many bags. The slow crumble. Such a player. Tequila again. Yeah, we need it. We need it to clear the throat. Man, that's smooth. But yeah, actually, don't really need a major upgrade as long as everything keeps intact. Crossing my fingers. But we'll see. We'll see. I might just look into more Flight Sim stuff. Stream looks a lot better. Nice. Thank you. Glad we managed to work that out. Good job, guys. Great teamwork. Yeah, this is part of the new road. Very foresty. Water smooth now. Oh yeah, you're right. Even on iPad it's smooth. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so DirectX 11 does have improvements. It doesn't make everything perfect, but it's a significant improvement on my end. I'm wondering why it doesn't do the same for you though, Alex. Do you get frame drop still? I mean, you have a 1080, right? And a powerful CPU. Maybe you don't see it because you already have like great performance even before. GPU usage is 65%. Not too shabby. You're missing something simple. Maybe. Maybe the Vsync? Yeah, it's perfect. Works. Do you guys know if ATS has a 4-point cab suspension as well? Or is that only in ETS 2? Oh man. Enter dangly bits. Almost fell off my chair there. How can you not see it? Practicing for the new sim. I wonder what kind of sim that is. Ouch. That doesn't sound so good. Like my voice. You don't want to know about new sim. Might be a different kind of sim, huh? Oh look! Rohan's home base. I wonder which truck he uses here. Probably that one. That like RV. Check it out on your Discord. This new sim. Oh my goodness, I'm scared to look. Wonder what I'll find. Goodness, we're still in Oregon? It's been almost 2 hours. We won't make it to the end. Oh, that's the new trailer, right? Oh, I should have bought that. I wanted to try that out. It's one of those windows, like the fuselage thingy. Fuselage windows. Intentionally used the wrong word. In Jack's Discord, is that? I'll check later. I'll have to prepare myself first, internally. Just don't let this close you. Don't even think about watching the video. Not safe for work. Not safe for Mrs. Clumsy. NSFMC. Oh no, crap, almost missed the red light. My bad. No preparation needed. I'll have to cough, guys. 1 sec, I'll go on mute. Stopping on green light, going on red light. That's the AI's way. Ow, 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 ow. Music to my ears. 5 south. So we'll make our way south, but we'll turn off at 299, I think. 299 east, supposedly. You've almost started. Goodness, that took longer than I thought. Still 65 here. So yeah, we're still not in California even. I'll step on it. Yes, EVR sounds crash in ATS, even with the update. I emailed him about it, but I think he's super busy working on the stuff. He hasn't replied to me yet. It's actually a nice looking junction there. Yeah, so I was actually planning on playing ETS2 today. I had something planned, but couldn't make EVRs to work, and because he locked the SCS file already, I could not troubleshoot at all what could have been different. SIP has a traffic mode beta for 1.35. Ooh, I wonder what changed. I wonder what changed in the files, huh? Because there's been no discussion about it, I think. I was trying to look through the forums. It's like it's still a black box, like. Again? Truck almost tipped over then with that sudden braking, sudden turning. He put tractors and harvesters on the road. Good test for FPS. Oh yeah, that's true. We'll go ahead and test it out soon after I get things stable. There we go. One there, good. It's a nice trailer. Is the new simulator related to that in any way? Maybe don't answer that. Would you buy a car with that paint job though? Is that a Prius? Maybe. Looks like. Kinda-ish. Oh, wow, wow. California, here we are. Isn't there a song like that? California, here we come. Ah, only ATS, I see. That was fast. So far though, this beta has been pretty stable. Couple of bugs. Did you see that? Like two trucks merged together? But yeah, it seems not as experimental. So it's quite polished. Lots of bugs still, but I was expecting worse actually, especially with the shift to DirectX 11. I wonder how long open beta will last. Yeah, it's not family friendly at all. Shouldn't have looked at it closer. But yeah, this is a very nice contrast to flying. It's a good balance because with flying, there's so many things you have to think of, so many things you have to pre-plan, so many things you have to align. Here, you just get on your truck, pick a job, get on the road, decide on the fly where you want to go, and you can just relax. Yeah, so this is still for relaxation purposes, this is still the game to go to. Like flying, I'll probably get tired after a flight or two, but this one is just go on and on and on. Although I guess that might change when you get more used to the process, but yeah, at this point in my aviation level, let's put it, needs a lot of concentration on my end. What are those trucks doing? So that's how pickup trucks are born. Maybe that's where Sheng's pickup came from. MLAA plus DirectX 11 in ATS is not a good option. Yeah, I think it's just very performance intensive. But if your GPU can handle it, why not? In my case, not very practical. I cannot go all out and expect 60 frames. Yours can't. What kind of frame rates are you getting now, Alex? Never use MLAA. I agree there. Actually, even if I use only 300% scaling, it's more than enough for me. I don't really notice the difference. And if I don't notice the difference, probably when I upload to YouTube, the difference is even less apparent, because the quality of the video degrades anyway when it gets uploaded. Reading, next 3 exits. We have to exit sooner though because we're going through to 299 East. That's the one, next exit. You can get 60 but only with some settings turned down. So for you, Jay, the 60 FPS thing worked. I guess that depends on the system. Yeah, this is the finicky thing. One solution doesn't work for everybody. But yeah, it's worth a try. $299, there we go. That's the sign I'm looking for. Unplayable for you. Wow, that bad. Maybe it's like your system was so fast. It's so fast it cannot render things anymore. You never get 60. Doesn't stop you from trucking though, does it? The stream was very laggy, not the game. I see. Just the stream. So it's probably the game. But that was with the game only at 60 frames, or were your frames going up higher than 60? So you had to limit it. GPU clock went to 1900 megahertz. You get mostly 120. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Because your GPU is fully being utilized by the game, there's nothing left for the stream. And then when you limit it to 60, then there was some breathing room for the GPU. But that's strange because you didn't have full screen, and yet you were getting more than 60. Because your monitor. What is the refresh rate for your monitor? Do not pass. Is that Gandalf in there? Yeah, but not in trucking. Doesn't work like that in trucking. Not a AAA game. So getting 60 is an achievement already. So what kind of refresh rate do you have on your monitor? That might explain things. You have like 130 or something, right? Is that your 3D monitor? His mod should be working with EVR sounds. Yes, but EVR sounds are not working itself, so that's the problem. So they might work together, but EVR sounds is causing the crashes. At least. Actually I did not test it without sound fixes. Maybe his works without sound fixes mod. But I doubt it. Yours is 75, yeah, that might explain things. So even without full screen, your Vsync will sync higher than 60. So maybe that's why it increases to 120. So that's your Vsync level. And that's why limiting to 60 had a huge impact for you. Yeah, but my monitor is only 60 Hz, so 60 is my limit already. Man, this is steep. I don't really understand the relation between Hertz, the refresh rate, and the frame rate, the frame limit. But I know it's not 1:1. It's not 60 Hz, 60 frames, 75 Hz, 75 frames. It's a bit more or less different scale than that, I think. Yeah, it's going well for me now. I think the major bottleneck was really the MLAA. Thanks, Scotsman. Let me know if you find it out. Yeah, because it's quite interesting. When I use EVR sounds, his DAF ones, you know, the last free one, DAF XF105, I use it for the DAF 95 and I don't have a problem with it. So I did not think that there would be a problem with his newer sound mods, but apparently there are, because I've seen similar feedback in his Facebook. Some people are also asking for compatibility with 1.35 because they're crashing when they start the engine from inside the cab. Initially I thought it was because of the truck, because I was using Shumi's truck. So I removed the truck mod, I went with the default truck, it still had the error. And then I tried removing EVR sounds and it worked. So yeah. And then I brought back the EVR sounds and it crashed again. So yeah, that was a no-go for me, unfortunately. Yeah. Overheat. Has that happened to you guys already? That happened to me a couple of times. I think I mentioned this already before. My dad bought this Land Rover Discovery that was a few years old, maybe 10 years old or something. It was not in the best condition. It had a lot of quirks. And one of its quirks was the overheating. I think the fan was not working or something. Or maybe, I don't know really. But the coolant in the radiator was quickly... I think there was a leak in the radiator or something like that. So it was running out quickly and then the engine would overheat. And I would have to stop by the side of the road or park somewhere every, 30 minutes or so. Fill it up with water. And then rinse and repeat. It was a stressful time. New mic should be coming today. Congrats. What did you get? That's the interesting part, Scotsman. There was nothing on the game log. There was no indication of crash at all. And even if you go back to the game, it will not detect that you crashed. You know how it says when you load the game, it will say crash detected, check mods, compatibility and stuff like that. There was no notice like that at all. So it seemed like it did not even know that it crashed. It was super weird. Man, this looks nice. Oh, this is 299, that's why. Yeah, this looks beautiful. Goodness. Color clip-on mics. Oh, nice. Are you planning to go VR? Yeah, the Mitsubishi Pajero. Ooh. For Tobii Eye Tracker. Cool. For a few months and the thing overheated a lot and finally the power steering. So goodness. Hopefully we're fine. So how did you steer then if the power steering went off? You don't have the space for VR now. Maybe that's the next upgrade. Upgrading the room. My brother is obsessed with VR. He loves all the VR improvements and he's been sending me videos on the different VR headsets available. I'm not really up to date with it, so for me it's like wow. And there's one which is like compatible with X-Plane, all that stuff. Super cool. But yeah, it's a bit I don't really need it right now, but it's a nice to have. You parked it overnight and was stolen. It was stolen from there. I wonder what the guy was saying when he was driving it. Like, must have developed some strong arms because of that. Wow, that's bright. Good job. And then get the insurance. And get it fixed at the same time. Priceless. Yeah, you have to go all Conan on it. Goodness. Yeah, because my dad really likes second-hand cars. and we don't really have a mechanic, so we mostly like when we gauge if something is okay or not, we just, I don't know if he has a specific process, but I don't notice it. So from my point of view, he just looks at it. Maybe he looks inside of it, but he doesn't really inspect the engine and all that stuff. And maybe he uses his gut feel, and then he buys it. And sometimes what he buys is good. Sometimes there are a few quirks, but generally it's been okay. I mean, financially, secondhand is much more practical, so I definitely understand that. Although back then I didn't. But yeah, because they say when you buy a brand new car, the moment you drive it off the dealer, it loses like, I don't know, a third of its value or something like that. Don't know the exact stats, but that's how fast the thing depreciates. So it's cool to buy something new, just not financially practical, but it's still super cool having a new car. You want to play Conan? J-Rage stream. Enjoy. I'll be cheering for you, but I won't be joining you anytime soon for sure. Ow, 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 ow. And that ends 299. Oh, this is a good test of the frame rate with the rain. If it's still stable. Let's get those wipers going. I think I should have some controls here. If I remember correctly. Oh, I didn't set it. Because I actually have my yoke to my left. So I have access to my yoke buttons. So I can actually program them somehow. Is there a control in ATS where I can use a throttle? Parking brake maybe? Pull it, push it? I can do that. I have this like red throttle for the fuel mixture. I can use it for like a parking brake, so I have to pull and push it to unlock. That will be a bit more immersive. Yeah, I should make the most of these buttons and switches. But you did say you will play with someone on MP. Yes, that's what I said before. I changed my mind. If he will, if Conan has planes. Conan can fly, yeah. Not in a good way though. Not in a good way. Frame rate is pretty smooth so far, even with the rain. Let's see when traffic gets in. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Still in California. But we should be crossing to Nevada soon, I think. Well, we'll see. We'll see. How many miles left, guys? What's the ETA? We have 40 minutes to go. Do you think we can make it? What's the expression? Bit of more than I can chew? Something along those lines. 50-36. How does that work? Had 4 updates in a single day. Wow. I do like their changelog though. Very witty, very informal, but very detailed. Very entertaining to read. Hey, Tesla man. How are you doing? We saw your home a while ago. We passed by a Tesla dealer. Security oopsies. Yeah, might be. Probably right. Sold 10 of them today. Alex will not be pleased. So yeah, I've had my fill of roadside moments, breakdowns. But until now, I wouldn't say I know a lot about engines and about the interior of a car. The underbelly. Pretty warm welcome. How have you been doing, Rohan? Did you go to the gym? Man, it's dark again. Let's stop by somewhere. Pretty chill though, I love it. You know, this is the perfect time to just like listen to music, listen to podcasts while driving. It's so nice. Finishing your project. Good luck, good luck. I'm loving the weather effects. The rain particles look so real. Different density of each raindrop. So nice to look at. And still silky smooth. I love it. No gym this week, looks like. They just randomly close out of nowhere for good. Wow, that sucks. Did you have like a membership there or something? That happened to one of the gyms here in, well, not here, but in Malaysia, neighboring country. And it was really bad because they were like promoting all these annual memberships, like 1 year, 2 year memberships. And then people registered, paid them money up front. And then one day, suddenly, when people went to the gym was closed for good. And then there was just like a sign outside the door telling them that it is closed and then that they will be coordinating with a different gym to transfer the membership. I mean, who would believe that? No notice whatsoever. Super sucky. CRF ATS is way more boring than ETS2. Well, it depends where you're looking. But yeah, if you're in the desert like here, it can be pretty flat. That's true. It is realistic though, with how huge the US is. So much space everywhere. They moved it a bit far from your location. Ah, I see. Same thing here. Man, that sucks. Well, hope you find a new one. Weather is bad. Oh, by the way, I was looking at the... So apparently in Vatsim, I'm back in Explain again. You can see how addicted I am. There's actually a website. Thaddeus also shared it, where you can see like a map, a list of all the online people, and you can check beforehand if there's like air traffic controllers in the place where you're planning to, and you can look at that so you can maybe say, okay, I fly here because that's where the people are online. And I noticed that in the area where I'm flying, like in Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina area, well, mostly people are online a lot during this time, so it's perfect for the stream. We'll see on Wednesday if it's the same case. So many air traffic controllers around, like you get coverage the entire flight basically when you fly at this time, because it's evening in the US, right? Makes sense. But when I try again, like if I try after my lunch, which is somewhere in the middle of the day in the US, no one's home. It's pretty sad. And sometimes I can fly offline during those times, but looks like I won't be able to try out Vatsim. Dang it. Truck Show Week. Oh, that's nice. San Diego. Pretty far from here. All the way south, right? Oh, it's pretty dark here. Ah, finally, Nevada. Should be able to go a bit faster. I'm doing okay. Excited for the weekend. Voice is not so good still though. Still a cough and cold. It's a bit of a hassle. I went to the clinic already though. They gave me some meds. So hopefully it will help. Ask and run. No worries though. He's a pretty busy guy. Thanks for dropping by, Ron. I'm loving the reflections on the road though, from the lights of the trucks. It's very subtle, but it's quite realistic. I like it. Man, it's dark. He just finished, I think. Road hazard. Interestingly enough, I haven't had any detours yet, and this is not an online job. Didn't you say, Alex, that you had like one detour every job or something? Strange. The detours must not like me very much. Carson City. Man, that's super dark. Let's go and find the rest area. Oh man, I could have dropped there. The next one is so far away. If I try to make it through there, I can. There's an exit up ahead. Truck dealer. Yes, let's go through there. No, not yet, Rohan. No reply yet. I think he's super busy. So right now it's still not working with 1.35. I tried two of his mods, the one for the Renault and the one for the Volvo. Neither worked. It crashed when I started the engine. I should have detour set to max. Let me double check. Gameplay. Detours are full. Is there a separate flag for it though? Like if I go do that, I go in and extend it. I mean, I guess detours probably won't help us right now, right? We're late enough as it is. Yeah, I think it's for 1.34. I like how the CG logo shines when you pass by a lamppost. Very cinematic. Okay, just a slider. Okay. Getting a few frame drops, but in terms of utilization, nothing really maxes out, which is interesting. must still be a bottleneck with the engine somehow? Not sure. Where is the entrance? Over here. And why is that truck facing that way? Maybe it's a conflict with Sizzle's trailers? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like the wrong setting. Because these trucks probably should not have trailers on their back, right? That's probably what caused those trucks to bounce off in the first place in the Volvo dealer. I didn't hit him. Maybe because of how loud the engine sound is. You know those older alarm systems? Like when it's raining and suddenly there's like a loud thunder, it will trigger some of the alarms. Like the 90s was when the Viper car, like a Viper security system, that kind of thing. Do they still do that? I mean, does it still alarm with loud sounds? Hopefully they've improved that process. I hit it? Oh, the bus hit one of the park trucks. Might be. Oh, I can actually see my overlay from here as well. 911 miles, something like that. Change of engine. You guys want to change? I can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Different sounds. I have a cat engine though. Let's go with Packard maybe. Until now I don't know how to differentiate them, to be honest. My ear is not refined enough for that. Let's go with Packard. 485. Why not? Yeah, that should be fine. The game just crashed on me? Yes, it did. OMG. At least it only crashed now. Oh my goodness, this thumbnail is so beautiful. That's definitely the screenshot. Have a good night, Scotsman. Catch you on Discord. Clumsy Trucking. Easy Expert. Some engines in mod trucks are causing crashes. Maybe that's similar to what's causing the crash in EVRs, huh? So maybe depending on the engine setting. Let's try it out. Maybe we'll find the pattern here. That's interesting actually. So here is good. When I switch engines, someone's on probation. Thanks, Scotsman. Have a good one. Very nice trailers. Although yeah, still jutting out from there. Those trucks should not have trailers. Alright, let's try it. Save it first here, so we don't have to reverse again. Oh yeah, there's also a bug in the screenshot thumbnail that it only gets this part. I think the scale is wrong. So it only gets this part instead of scaling the photo to be the same size as the thumbnail. It's a small matter, but yeah, still happens. Not sure if anyone has reported that yet. How long is it taking? How long has it been now? Bakar. Start the engine. Well, it got to this point. That sounds so different. Wow, even I can distinguish that. Maybe it's bugged. I've had a couple of videos which were like processing forever. And I had to re-upload it and it processed it in 1 hour or 2. But then that's not a 4K video. Does that sound like a Packard to you guys? Sounds good enough for me. Finishes now. Yeah, took a long time, huh? Why is the GPS always zooming like that? Seems like it's resetting the zoom level now. Before, I think it was not that zoomed in. Oy, oy, oy. Oops. I think all the possible problems. But I think he hit that guy and then I hit him. Super combo finish. Excuse me, coming through. Not my fault. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Because I was expecting him to just pass on through. But apparently, he made a full stop right where I was turning. An unintended full stop. It might be Sissel's trailer mod. I'm thinking there might be a different setting in the truck somewhere, or maybe it's a mod conflict with some of my trucks, that the trailer definition is not set up for AI or something like that. Something that relates to whether a truck has a trailer connected or not. Oi, I keep missing the gears. Hey EK. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing? Potassium 16 tons. Carrying balloons. Makes them float and whatnot. Smoother again. Nevada, 80 miles. How fast is that, huh? I mean, in Europe it's mostly 80 kilometers. Here it's 80 miles. Times what, 1.6? Goodness. It's like 130, maybe, something along those lines. (130, 140 kilometers per hour). Pretty much the same thing. I remember one time when we were farming, Chi and Jack were, I think, trying to line up together, and they were asking each other what speeds they were at. Apparently they were using different units and they could not match up. Oh, I got the laugh there. It's 128. Ah, okay, thank you. I remember that. Yeah, that one. That was insane. No wonder couldn't match up. That's good. Perfect music for this chill part of the route. I'm just trying to keep quiet for a bit, guys, to absorb the vibe and also save a bit of my voice. What's your speed? 6. But I'm going 6. Apparently he was going 6 miles. Priceless. What season is it now, Rohan? We watched until season 4, I think is the last one we've watched. The season with Devo. We finished that one. Lucifer season 4 is out. Ooh, right. May 8, right? Cool. Is it like you finished it today? Season 5 finale is next week. Ah, cool. I'll wait for it in Netflix. So wait a minute. It's the normal Netflix format that all episodes are available already. And you finished it already. How many episodes are there? That was fast. Cool. 10 episodes. Oh. Not as many as before. Nice. I'll have to get into that. Hopping in mountains, still a thing. Freeway ends in half mile. Okay, let's start slowing down. Those are nice signs. 55. Okay. Fair enough. 45. My bad. There we go. We are on Carson City bypass. Ah, no wonder it looked new. One sec. Oh yeah, you're right. That's pretty cool. So you don't have to pass by Carson City. There should be a bypass as well in Vegas, right? Oh, or maybe not. I thought there was something. This one, isn't it? 15? So you could stay on the highway. But they're working toward rebuilding Vegas. Ah, okay, not yet. I see. Yeah, but that would be cool. Something that branches off here, maybe. I'm not sure how the real roads look like. That makes sense. Whoops. My bad. Just a bit of a tap there. Are you awake? That's good. Nice. Good to hear. What is bus? 395 south and 395 bus? Is that like business? Business, okay. Chroma bump. That's the word. I'm going to watch it so that they get better numbers. They probably have stats like that, right? How many people watch it and stuff like that. She wants me to get 1, 2, 3. What do you mean wants you to get 1 to 3? Isn't it in Netflix also? Like the entire thing? Yeah, that's where I watched it, season 1 to 3. I watched in Netflix. But maybe it's not available in all regions. Well, you can use Opera. That's what I did. Remember we were talking about VPN before? I tried the built-in Opera VPN, and yes, it's good enough. It's a bit slower, but yeah, it works. So back then, Lucifer wasn't available in Singapore yet. So I connected to the US VPN in Opera, and I was able to access it. But now Lucifer is also in SG. At least the show. Hopefully just the show. Opera for the win. Yeah, very nice. I might actually let Mrs. Clumsy watch. She might like it. Although, she might not as well. Well, we can try. We're watching a new show now. It's like a comedy that's pretty light. The name is Kim's Convenience in Netflix also. It's very nice seeing the different cultures, different generation thinking per generation. The point of view from the parent, point of view from the child, all that stuff. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good light-hearted series. Cool to watch. It's not very tiring. She likes the big TV. Wow, nice. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Your version of the little emote. Why not? Did you replace it already, Jay? Blu-ray it. I don't even have a Blu-ray player. There you go. Now that's a lull. Staying too much on the right. It's almost 11. How many miles to go, guys? 800? 800 miles in 11 minutes? Can we do it? Maybe not on a truck. We'll have to get on our plane. How about VHS? How about Betamax? Betamax, I think, is the oldest medium I know. Video medium. Crossing over to Cali again. I don't want 20 series, they're overhyped. And not that many games ray trace yet. Dang it. Yeah, it's a bit heavier than anticipated. What do you mean 20 series, Jack? There's nothing floppy, but there's something dangling. Oh. Tioga Pass, Yosemite. Anyone in the mood for Yosemite? Maybe. Yeah, we're not going to make it anyway. Might as well just go on some sightseeing tour. I think we'll get a penalty if we go here with a, there, commercial truck prohibited. but who cares? We have the money. Maybe Jack has something floppy. Nothing to see here, Mr. Officer. Just passing through. I know, right? Yours fell off ages ago. Oh my goodness. No wonder you can't see it. Oh, that was Alex, right? Oh, that looks good. Ice-capped mountains. Yosemite was the first place where I saw snow. And it was literally just like a few inches of snow like that. And not like the entire place, really just like a patch of snow left over. Can't remember because I think we went April or something like that. So it was spring already, right? Should be. Maybe it was not that cold anymore. Elevation 9,000 feet. Wow. 9,000 feet. Goodness. Cessna would be able to barely fly over this. Yeah, that looks cool. That's a nice finale to the stream. Let's not focus on the job. Focus on the sights. That's a lot of shoes. Oh, here we go. Penalty incoming. Can we just maybe follow the rules and maybe drop off our trailer here? They didn't say you cannot leave your trailer in the middle of the road, right? See ya. Poor guy behind us. Go around the sign. Where the heck is my driver? Beats me. He's having a vacation. Man, we're so fast now. Now that feels lighter. That looks really good. Driving on the opposite side of the road. Nah, let's play by the rules here. Road work. Oh, one of these fancy traffic light things. There's no car, so let's test if the traffic lights work. Fake traffic lights. They never give penalties. I've gone through like 4 of these. No penalties at all. That's bad. The black spray is gone when it rains. Oh, I didn't. How did they fix it? You mean the particles from the tires? Did Kirill remove it? I don't get it either. The reins looked a lot leaner though. That might have been it. No more black sprays. But Kirill didn't do anything there, right? I mean, there was no update for 1.35 specifically. So it must have been on SCS's side. It's the DirectX 11 thingy. What was the issue in the first place? The natural looking particles? Yeah, the rain was awesome looking indeed. Very nice implementation. Stop here. It's a good way to end the stream. Maybe not jump off, right? Just take a photo somewhere here. Next time wasn't enough for it. Now at least there's more potential. One last photo, then we go. Oh yeah. What is focusing plane position? Oh, it's for the blur. I just removed the blur. Let's get a shot. Like so. Would have been nice with a trailer here. But we are abiding by the rules. Oh yeah, I saw that from Kirill. It's not laggy anymore. It's nice. So yeah, before probably there was really a limitation on the graphics. Now DirectX 11 can handle the particles better. Cool stuff. Oh, that's widescreen. Fish eye effect. Looks like a GoPro now. Goodness, that's wide. Let's take one last shot, but I definitely have my thumbnail now. I love that shot, the one a while ago. The colors were just perfect. How about the reflections? I heard, was it Cascade who mentioned something about the reflections? Do they look better as well? Maybe, huh? More detailed, less pixelated, and I can actually see the cliff from the back there. Just can't see myself. Not sure either. Yeah, now Jay's going to show off. He's going to... Oh, just 3,000? No, but I don't know. Park rangers may have a trailer they can loan you. Lost and found. Trailer. I don't have an idea either. Let us know what you get. And then we'll feel bad when we do the same test. Anyway, maybe they were cheating the score. I don't know. Does that sound? Anyway, thank you for staying with me, guys. Thank you for the 3 hours. Wow, it really flew by. Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks for the amazing company. And I'll catch you guys on Discord, right? And I'll catch you next week for some more Vatsim flying experience. Hopefully I can get some flight time offline so I can be a bit more professional when we do fly again. Thanks. Have fun. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Discord. For those who want to join, !Discord gives you the link. More than welcome. Thanks and bye-bye. Good evening, great weekend, and good day.